Wishing all the wonderful women a very happy Women's International Day 2020. Just wanted to thank you from bottom of my heart for all things you do. You are a source of inspiration for the family and society. A heartfelt thank you to all the men who have supporting us. International Women's Day event has been celebrated through AMAFHH for the last 5 years on 8th of March. However, this year is the first time we are arranging a short documentary to focus on the views of Shia Muslim community. This year's International Women's Day theme is Each for Equal, and we'll link it to our theme as well, which is the reality of women's empowerment and the vital role men play.
Happy International Women's Day from AMAFHH Federation. I'm AMAFHH Federation Secretary David Webb. Last year, on International Women's Day, the 8th of March 2019, we held a panel discussion with a panel of experts discussing that year's theme of women's empowerment and the vital role that men play. We continue this theme with the internationally selected theme for 2020 of Each for Equal.
It is vital that this role not to be misunderstood. Women to be given the rightful opportunity to become educated, to follow the teachings of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ and his family. So she should get opportunities to seek greater self-awareness, self-esteem and personal empowerment, not to be isolating and preventing from reaching their true potential.
It should create a positive atmosphere that women can achieve higher, so that they're not only the kids but the society altogether will grow.
I agree your point that in these days, like we can see that the life of the men and women are interdependent on each other, and it's very vital to give empowerment to the women so they can achieve the better outcome in future.
Unfortunately, those who have viewed the empowerment and education of women to be somehow threatening. Enlightenment can only threaten those who choose to align themselves with ignorance and those who manipulate the respectful teachings of our belief to suit their own agendas.
When Imam Khomeini reintroduced Islam to Iran, he was very clear in his belief that women should be actively working alongside men for the betterment of themselves, their families, and their societies. His idea was that women therefore need to be involved in the society on all fronts, in universities, in the media, in hospitals, schools, etc.
We women are creator of the world.
There is no common definition of women's empowerment. In fact, it means different things for different people belonging to different culture and religion.
We see all around us that cultural and societal norms often bring women to breaking point. There is so much pressure on women today, I believe now more than ever, to do it all.
It is to be able to access education, profession, and lifestyle. However, there's a huge misconception that women empowerment can only be achieved if a woman can do everything that a man can do. This is not true. Women need to be empowered through her own role in the society. She needs to feel self-confident, self-determined to be able to achieve the best for herself and for her family.
I believe that women empowerment refers to the woman's strength, independence, and for them to be able to control their rights, future, and responsibility, therefore making them an equal part in our society.
I believe that within the past 2 decades, there has been an amazing improvement seen within the participation of Muslim women in community and leadership programs.
Is to believe in ourselves as women. We have so much potential that we've been born with and we've been blessed with.
Education is a key to break the barriers. Educate yourself to lead the future generation.
I believe that men play a vital role in women's empowerment. There is no doubt that fathers and husbands play a huge role in empowering the women in their lives.
So culture may make women seem inferior, but God empowers us by considering both genders as equal in their worth, humanity, and their human and spiritual potential.
So here we are, Despite a Royal Commission into Family Violence and efforts to raise awareness of gender inequality, there are still many myths and misconceptions commonly perpetuated through media. Too many of us deny that there is work to be done or attempt to sidetrack discussions through raising of hypotheticals instead of focusing on the task at hand. Patriarchy is harmful for us all, not only for women, for young people, for old people, for men like myself, for all members of society. It is something we all need to discuss and address together. What is most important in all of this talk is that as a society we recognise that we are growing and changing. This also means that we are alive, thriving and continuing to evolve. Our goals are about continuing to learn, to promote a peaceful, respectful society, and that process, we acknowledge, begins at home. But such a society cannot grow and thrive in an environment that continues taking away women's freedom to learn, to make decisions about their own lives, and about the direction we take as a society. Now it is your turn. Spread the word. Continue the conversation about addressing inequality and promoting empowerment.
The key to the concept of empowerment being achieved successfully under the organization started back in 2013 is named AMAFHH Federation. All the acronyms of AMAFHH are based on the household of Lady Khadija Salamullah alayh, her husband, the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and her family. In honoring Lady Khadija's household, honoring her, for she was the ideal woman, wife and mother. Women are the nurturers of life, the very foundation of society. As a society, we should seek to remain committed to these goals and to do so through the balanced participation and inclusion of all people.